What up?
What's going on, bro?
Oh, nothing much, man.
We are live right now. All right. For those of you in attendance, let me shout out some people here. Maz V was good with you. Bees Churger, niggas with these names. Rob Marine was good with you. we gonna wait for some more people to fall up in here, and then we're gonna get it going. We got a show for y'all today. The second installment of the Simp Recovery Series, episode number 2. Are you building a life for you or to get her? Now, before we get into this, in just a moment, I'm gonna show you guys a clip. When I show you the clip, I want you to understand that it's not about us trying to get at these two individuals. It's about the message that they're putting out there. And sometimes when people put messages out there, they don't understand the ramifications of that message. And let me just say this.
Nah, fuck that. We getting at these niggas, man. I want all the smoke. Nah, I'm playing.
No, they don't understand the ramifications of the message. And let me explain what I mean before we get into this. Here on YouTube, in this particular space, the vast majority of guys who consume YouTube content have low self-esteem, they lack confidence, and they're insecure. So unfortunately, you have some YouTubers, they put out a particular message, and they might not knowingly or purposefully do it, but they put out this message, and what it does, it keeps those guys who are insecure, it keeps them there. Guys who got low self-esteem, it keeps them there. Guys who are not self-assured, their message keeps them there. And we're trying to tell you guys, nah, even if you are that type of guy where you don't feel very good about yourself, you know what I'm saying? You don't value yourself, you don't respect yourself. We're trying to teach you to be that guy that gets to that point. All right, so real quick, certified Tyrone with the $4.99 tuition for the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. We're gonna go ahead and play this and get into this. Okay, let me see. Share screen. Okay, hold on. If y'all can't hear it, let me know. Okay. All right.
I can't make this stuff up.
Y'all can hear it?
Every single woman at the table said they wanted a man.
500K,
500K,
300K,
300K,
200K.
Yeah. The cheapest one was 50K a year, which is an average guy. And the other 6 though wanted a man that was in the 1% guys.
Yep.
And they didn't bat an eye when I said that's a 1% guy, and they all felt that they were entitled to him.
Yep.
Guys, there is no way around it. You cannot try to be. What if I make money but I'm not clever? But work on every aspect. Work on every aspect.
I got to play something again because I was talking and guys may have missed it because I didn't hear it. I got to play something again and I got to point this out when we're done.
I can't make this stuff up. Every single woman at the table said they wanted a man.
500K,
500K,
300K,
300K,
200K.
Yeah. The cheapest one was 50K a year, which is an average guy.
Okay. Right there. Hold on real quick. When he mentioned 50K, he said that's an average guy. That's bullshit. Okay, and I want guys to understand why that's bullshit. Okay, and I talked about this before. Now, you can say a guy is an average earner. You can make that distinction, but being an average earner or being a well-paid man has nothing to do with what type of man you actually are. Okay, and I say all that to say this. You have men right now that are probably in their 50s or even 60s, and they are janitors making 35, 40, 45 a year, who are more men than a nigga that's a millionaire. So you can say that janitor, he has an average lifestyle, but you can't call him an average man if he's a man. If he's taking care of his family, you can't call that nigga average, right? So the problem when guys say, oh, $50,000 is average, I want guys to understand only 9 to 10%, maybe 11 at the most, of the population make 6 figures or more. That's a very small percentage. So when you take out the fact that some of that 11%, 10% or whatever it is, some of those individuals are women. Some of those individuals are gay. Some of those individuals aren't appealing to women. And some of those individuals are already in relationships and marriages marriages, so they're not available to date. Once you take them all out, it's even less, right? So I want guys to understand $50,000 is not, you're not an average guy because you make $50,000. A guy who makes $50,000 that got sex appeal is going to get way more attention from women and get it in more than a guy who makes six figures that ain't got no game. So who's really average? I want guys to resist the urge of looking at yourself as below average, average, or above average simply because you make a certain amount of money. Right. Now, be proud of your accomplishments. If you achieve some things in life, you got a business or whatever the case may be, and you do well for yourself, be proud of that. But never think that you are an above average man because you make more money than an average guy, right? As far as being an earner, you're just an above average earner. But there are a lot of guys who got a lot of money who women don't fuck with. Okay, and let me just say this about that, and I'm gonna pass it to the homies here. This is the problem for all you guys. When you pay attention, when guys are complaining about the Pookies and the Ray Rays, and they're talking about how all these women, they spent their prime years having sex with bum niggas, the reason why they talk like that is because they are successful guys. And what it really is, they're salty because they spent all them years in college or building themselves up, building wealth or getting financial freedom. And now that they have ascended, they're looking at these niggas that didn't have to do what they had to do. And they was able to get chicks hand over fist. And a lot of them niggas had nothing, but they were still able to get those chicks. So a lot of these guys, they're salty because they're like, man, I spent all this time and all these years building myself to this point. I got my own crib. I got 2 cars. I got plenty of money in the bank. And I still can't get bitches. This is why the Passport Bros left, because that happened to them.
Oh, y'all shit. Wait. You know what? You done spoke him up. You done spoke his ass up. Willard, nigga. I know you that shit, nigga. Holla at this nigga.
This man stay taking shots, man. Like, come on.
Willard, get at this nigga. Fuck out of here, man. What the fuck? Come on, Willard, spit that shit, man.
I'll tell you what. K-Zag, you can talk all that shit, but I'll tell you what.
This nigga
we
stuttering.
out here fucking bad bitches on the regular.
Woo!
We out here fucking with some average at bitches.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, but real quick, seriously though, let's kind of try to stick to. Oh, I didn't get to put on no shea butter. Fuck. See, look, hold on.
I didn't either. My shit look dry as fuck.
My shit is. I look like a fucking damn near white boy. Anyway, Willard, what do you have to say to K-Zag as far as the topic though? Because we're talking about how a lot of guys talk this. Just because you make a certain amount of money, you're above average. But K-Zag is saying that you might be an above average earner, but that still doesn't make you an above average man. What do you have to say about that part?
He's correct.
Okay.
No arguments from me.
Gotcha. Okay, that works. Willard, if you're available, we'd love you to stay on the line. All right.
All
right, cool. All right, so just stay right there. I'll put you on mute, but don't hang up. So we got another call. Y'all J. Roman, you want to give your piece and then move to the?
Yeah, I'm gonna give my piece real quick. Because I know about that show. I listen to that show, and they make some good points.
Yeah,
but we defer a lot in that energy when it comes to the individual traits. They concentrate a lot on individual traits. The money, the way you look, and all this stuff. And if you can hone in on your individual traits and become better, but those individual traits don't really work on your mental. And it's a total mental aspect of becoming this person who you are.
Right.
And, it's so much of a status thing that you really miss the point of your mental on setting yourself up to really build yourself for your life and not just to gain attention from women. And sometimes when we concentrate on those individual traits, we're basically saying, I'm working on myself so I can look like this person, so I can gain women's attention.
Right.
And not saying I'm working on myself to basically become a better person, to be a better man. And so, right. I believe, like K-Zag was saying, when you're going down that avenue, you forget all about the true you and you still making it about women. because your whole goal is not to improve yourself for you. Your whole
Right.
goal is just improve so you attract women. I'm in the gym not so I can be healthy, so my heart can be healthy. I'm in the gym so I can look a certain way, because I believe women, when they look at me, they're gonna take this bait, this physical bait that I just put out there, and get them. And that's why when you got guys that they work on themselves, they get a different job, they get a different wardrobe, they in the gym, and then they still stand up and be like, yo, where are all the women at?
Right.
You know,
Right.
I did all these things. Where are the women? They should be looking at me. It should be easier. And nah, what you forgot was your mouthpiece and your mind to set yourself really apart and be a man in this situation. So
Facts. Let me just get my piece real quick. 347. I see you there. If you could just hold on, I'm gonna just spit my piece real quick, and then I'll get to 347 real quick. So what I'll say is this, and and first of all, shout out to Fresh and Fit, because those guys are. I've associated with those guys in the past. I've collaborated with them, and I don't agree with everything they say, but I respect the work. I always respect the work. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them.
Yeah, real quick, and shout out to them, because I don't want people to think ain't nobody got an issue with these.
Right,
niggas.
right.
Start off for them. I think they got over 1 million subs. These niggas is grinding. Shout out to them.
Fact. They just hit 1 million. You know what I'm saying? So they doing their thing, right? And they do make a lot of great points. However, I'm not sure if it's an age thing. I'm not, or maybe they just different, or maybe the fact that they in Miami or whatever it is, I think that them and guys like them and guys that have that mindset, what they do is they make what women say way more important than it needs to be. You understand what I'm saying? Like they do things. Even though like for example, somebody like Myron, like he knows the perspective of a man and what a man needs to do and so on and so forth. But at the same time, it's kind of like they still put a lot of weight on what a woman has to say, and then they move in that way, even though he knows and he's conscious of a man, doing and self-improving for his own benefit. There's still some level of, well, these women want money. These women want this. These women want that. So I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And it's like, I know it's not the easiest thing to do that, especially, like I said, when you're in that type of environment. Because, guys, I don't know if you ever been to Miami, but nigga, it is all about the external in Miami. Like if a nigga got the mentality that he gotta have some money or a nice car to get a bitch's attention, trust me, I understand why you would feel that way. Because even when I went out to Miami, I was actually thinking about moving out there. And let me tell you one of the reasons why I didn't. It's because the people out there, unless you're like famous or you like deliberately flashing money, you are fucking invisible. I can't tell you, because I was literally looking at like apartments and condos to possibly purchase or rent. I would walk up into the fucking lobbies by the leasing office, and these people, like another person would, like a white person or somebody in a suit, would walk past me, and they would, after I've been standing there for like 10 minutes, they would literally say, "Excuse me, sir, do you need help? Can I help you with something, sir?" I've been standing there for 10 fucking minutes. And it happened so many times that I started to realize, oh shit, this is the vibe of Miami. That's why I never moved down there, because I'm not that type of nigga. I'm a the truth is inside you type nigga. Where when I say self-improvement, bro, y'all don't even know. For months now, I've been driving a certain type of car, and I could have easily threw that shit on fucking social media, and I have not. And the main reason why I did that is because I want to keep in the minds of the people that fuck with me that it's not about the external. Do you understand what I'm saying? I have a certain type of car, and I still drive a minivan. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the reason why I have that other type of car is because I love to drive, not because I'm trying to impress nobody. You see what I'm saying? So what I see is that a lot of guys, even though they know, even though they're aware, it's like they still take what bitches say to heart. And on top of that, it's a lot of ways they become resentful to the perspective of women. But let me explain something about the way that I see things. I have already forgiven women for their lack of depth and substance. And I feel like it is my job that when I meet a woman, it's my job to fucking baptize her in my game and switch her fucking mindset and for her to understand the type of nigga she's fucking with. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's how I truly feel about it. Where it's like, even you may think that I need money, I need a 6-pack, I need to be 6 feet and all that shit. But when I open my mouth and you realize how attracted you are to me, then it's like, yes. Come to the altar. Come to the congregation. Let us baptize you into this game so you can change your wicked fucking ways. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's how I feel about when I meet a woman and when she realizes her attraction to me. I don't worry about all that other shit anymore because I already knew it wasn't about that from the beginning. So therefore, I don't hold females like necessarily accountable when they say a man needs 6 figures to fuck with me, because I know that she's just saying that because right now she's being secular. She's of the world. And I already forgive her for her sins. You know what I'm saying? My shit is different where it's like,
You taking these cats to therapy.
You see what I'm saying? But anyway,
You taking these cats to therapy, man.
Yeah, if y'all want to, if you're ready,
you told him to look at your abuser and forgive your abuser. That's a therapy point. He said, "Hey, all right, I'm trying to teach y'all to look at your abuser and forgive your abuser, so you can move on.
Forgive these hoes."
We can do the call, and then I'll get to the point I want to make later.
Okay, cool. All right, so we got 347. You on live on the Manhood is a Skill Set show with K Zaggin, J Roman, and Miles. Name, age, and city. How can we help you?
All right, so my name is D Money Devon. I'm 21 and I'm from New York.
D Money, what's up, man? Hey, is this the same D Money that be on my Discords in the morning?
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to you, bro. What's going on?
Your name is Devon?
Yeah, Devon, D Money. Yeah.
All right, I'll call you Devon, man.
All right.
So when your age and your money and your height don't make you average. It's your mindset.
Right.
That's a nice way of putting it.
The only reason I say that in Miami because it's the way the niggas like make them act. So
Yeah.
females very influenced by what guys said in social media and other females because they don't got like a identity like us. Like we don't give no fucks what society said. We just go by what we think and what we know. So it's just your mindset. And if enough guys will subscribe to this channel that you guys be talking about,
Right.
we can make a big change.
Facts. But that's not gonna happen right now. But that's why that's why we in it for the long haul, man. It's a marathon. Because the truth is uncomfortable. It takes a long time for people to open up to the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me add this. Because what you see, and let me bring this up to make my point. Yeah, what you see in Miami, LA is kind of like that. Vegas, maybe parts of New York. And you from New York, Miles, so you would know better than me.
Yeah.
There are certain places that are just where you go, seeing celebrities and seeing well-known, wealthy people is a dime a dozen. They're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Here in San Antonio, you got the San Antonio Spurs and shit like that, but you don't see celebrities like that here. So when you go to these clubs, it's just regular people. Right. So in Miami, they're going to clubs where there are superstar niggas there. Right. So they're trying to compete with superstar niggas. Right. I got clients that live in Atlanta and it's the same issue where they go to clubs and they roll up in the parking lot with a Toyota and there's nothing but Benzes and Ferraris and Rolls Royces and Bentleys in there. So they already feel insecure. Like why would a chick want me when all these niggas got all these $200,000, $300,000 whips and I'm pushing this $30,000 car? So already there's low self-esteem, but I want guys to understand that it's y'all niggas' fault. Y'all created these women. These women that are superficial and materialistic, it's y'all fault. Y'all created these women. Yeah. Don't bitch now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all created these women. And let me just say this. When Myron and Fresh were naming the amount of money that chicks wanted, number one, 9 times out of 10, them chicks can't get no guy that got it like that. They you know, back in the day when we were kids, you would get like the Sears catalog book, and they used to call it the wish book. You used to open the book and you'd be like, if I had money, I would get this. This is what bitches do. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to well-paid dudes who are
If I had a
attractive to other women
BBL,
and maybe well
I'll get
known. They
him.
they, they,
Get
they, they they
him.
have a wish list for niggas.
Right.
But a lot of times them wishes never come true because they're not the type of chick internally
Right.
that guys like that would want.
Right.
Right. Now externally with the BBLs and all the fake shit, yeah, they might look the part, but a lot of those chicks get ran through because when guys start talking to them, they realize, man, this chick is goofy. Right.
Exactly.
So a lot of those chicks can never get what they want. But I want y'all to understand something. When Miles and Fresh were talking and they were naming the money, when they got to 50,000, they said average. They literally allowed a woman to decide the value of a man, and that's the danger.
That's the part. Exactly. That's the part
Yeah,
that kills it. But we got 50 Fitzwell on the line as well. 50, what's going on with you?
Oh my God, what's up, nephews? What's up? Happy Saturday. Look here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I am not the devil. I am not the devil. I don't have the sixes, the six pack, the six figures, or the 6 foot. That's the devil. These devil worshippers and bitches want that. I am not that. What I am is Santa Claus. I have a motherfucking belly, and I have gifts, and I can give you never-ending happiness. Now, if you cooperate, you will experience the never-ending happiness. But if not, you would experience Scrooge, and then your ass will be wiped off. I'm not with that shit. I get you guys.
Right.
I don't have a Mercedes. I have a Toyota, and it gets me from point A to point B. You want to ride? That's fine. If not, the bus is over there. I ain't got time for it no more. Guys, stop falling into the fucking trap.
Facts.
All right? If you think money, cars, and status have it, most of y'all won't ever get it because none of y'all will ever have the money or the status. You may have the cars, but you won't have the money or the status.
Right.
All right? Stop being superficial. Get bitches of value. Find out how they can add value to your situation. All right? That's the way you do it. If a bitch got a talent, upgrade her talent. If she could sew, shit, dress me.
Right.
You know? Work on that. That's what you got to look at. Look at what they can add to you. All the other shit, the pussy will come later. But find out what the value they have, and that's it. And remember, language exposes you, so it's not about I'm seeing her, she's seeing me. I'm going somewhere, I'm inviting her. You have to empower yourself. You have to speak on that level in order to make stuff happen. That spits out confidence right there. So that's why I don't want to add it, man. I'm going to West Virginia to my cousin with the coal miners and do it up for the weekend, y'all.
All right. Hey, 50, man. Safe travels, man. And thank you for the call. We appreciate it. We appreciate it, bro.
There we go. 50, appreciate you.
One more thing, Miles. One more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Miles, one more thing.
Yeah.
Did you guys get the clip from Dre Baldwin?
Nasty.
Well, hold on. Say that again.
The clip from Dre Baldwin that I sent you.
Oh, Dre Baldwin.
Talk.
Let me
It was
see.
a clip from YouTube. Brother I listened to, he talks about
why you're stagnating? You talking about why you stagnating? Yeah, Dre, I got it. I'm looking at it right now. I got it. I appreciate it. I'll look at it right now. I mean, after the show.
All right, y'all have a good one.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man. Safe travels. Take it easy, man. Talk to you soon.
I want to warn some people though on something too. Don't concentrate too much on upgrading her. It should happen because she's in your presence, where she looks and says, "Oh, I got to move at a different speed to be up with him." You know, she needs to learn. She got to keep pace. She got to learn. Like, okay, if he's really scheduled and he's really disciplined, then for me to be around him, I'm gonna have to be the same way. You know, just like, I don't know if y'all ever had like, a woman that just come over and then she see you make your bed in the morning. Well, next time you walk out, if she don't make that bed when y'all get up, she's not keeping pace to what because she knows every morning when I wake up, this bed is made. So if I'm the last one getting out this bed, then I need to make the bed. I shouldn't have to tell you to do that. Because if I have to tell you to do that, then that's too much training. You should observe it because you want to be here. So don't get too caught up in trying to, I got to train her and whoop. No, that ain't a smart one. A smart one will see and be like, you know what, this is what I need to do to be around. So you lose a lot of energy doing that.
Facts.
Let me add this real quick. I want to talk about imagery. I want to talk about the thumbnail that I used where you had the stones, you had the guy right here with the rose in his mouth, the car with the money, and a chick at the top of that. That's representative of if you think about Olympic medaling, okay, you have the gold medalist, the silver medalist, and the bronze medalist. What a lot of guys do when they focus on making money, because they're mainly motivated to win the affection of attractive women.
Right.
She's the gold medalist. Everything outside of you, externally, your material possessions and your money, is the silver medalist, and you're behind, right? Because what you are in effect doing is you're making everything that you have and everything that you achieved, you are making that more important than who you really are as a man.
Right.
So when you deal with women and you lead with your wallet or that type of thing, what you're showing women is the most important thing you have to offer as a man is that shit. Look at my car, look at my house, look at this money. Look, I can afford to take you to this restaurant and I can afford to stop here. You're showing her that dealing with you, the best they can get is what you can do with the money. So what happens is these women never develop a profound emotional connection with you, not with you. You know what I'm saying? They're more attached to what you can do for them, which is why if you're the type of dude where you are the breadwinner and you got a woman, based on that, if something happens where you lose your money and now you got to kind of lean on her, like, baby, I'm going to need you to get a job to kind of, hold shit down until I can get right. She's going to tell you no. Because the only reason she was with you was because of that. I'm not with you because I care about you, nigga. I don't care about you struggling. I'm going to jump ship and go find another guy to latch on to because I'm all about just, what is that shit called? Monkey branching, that hypergamy shit.
Yeah.
And my thing is when you're dealing with a chick and she's primarily motivated dealing with you because of your money, you're going to get a woman who don't really care about your personal struggles if something happens to your money. Y'all got it.
Thanks.
And then she'll say, you ain't living up to your bargain of the deal. And you walk away talking about, oh, I wasn't living up to my bargain of the deal because I didn't continue to make the amount of money I was making.
And that's a big reason why, again, I don't really make plans, but I don't really tell women what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I just tell them the parameters as far as what time to be ready and, what I like, the dress code, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, we as men, it's like when we try to it's kind of like when a dog finds a dead bird or a stick or some shit and he brings it to his owner, it's looking for approval. And it's like, I'm not looking for approval from any female. You understand? Like the life that I've designed for myself it's going to be dope with or without you. You feel me? So I don't need to bring you anything. I don't need to ask you anything. I don't need to show you, hey, we going to Longhorn for lunch. Is that okay? Like, no. Or where would you like to go? Is everything okay with you? What would you like to do? No. Because I'm going to enjoy myself and I'm bringing you along. And that's really it. To go with the show is like, am I building a life for myself or am I just trying to get somebody? And it's like, the person that you really should be trying to get is you. You understand? You should really be like, enjoy. Like if you wake up and you look around your life and you're thinking to yourself, damn, I wish if I had a girl, everything would be dope. It's like, I feel like you're doing something wrong. Yeah, you should be able to look around your life and say to yourself, yo, my life is dope. A bitch would make it a little bit better because then I could smash something. But my life is dope, though. At the end of the day, like, this shit is fire. Like, look at this. I got this. I worked hard and I got this. And, whatever. I'm healthy, blah, blah, blah. That's what you need to be doing. But a lot of dudes, they put so much emphasis on what a woman think and what not just what women think, but what other people think. Because let's be clear. When you say, are you building a life for you? Or are you trying to get her? You're also trying to get not just her, but you're trying to get the validation of other people in general. You understand? Because if you're trying to get her, then that mentality is going to lead you down the path of just trying to get validation from any and everyone, because you don't trust yourself. You don't look at your life and say to yourself, oh shit, my life is actually fire. Like, I'm grateful for everything in my life. Nah, you like, man, I'm not sure if this is cool enough. I'm not sure if this is if this is dope enough. I'm not sure if everybody likes me. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about that. I'm like, I look at me, yo, when I get dressed and I look in the mirror, I'm like, these niggas ain't got nothing on you, bro. Like you a fine motherfucker, bro. Like
that's that confidence, nigga. That's that confidence.
You know what I'm saying? I walk out the house, I'll be looking at people like, I just know you hating on the nigga. Hating in a good way. Like look at him. Like, yo, the people in my apartment building, when I walk outside, when I walk out my apartment door and they be seeing me, I got my sunglasses on and shit. I'm dressed to the nines and shit. They always be, and I be smelling good too. I walk past them in the hallway and they just be, I turn around, they be looking at me and shit, and I just be like, yeah, you see it, because
you know what it is.
Most other people who be walking around the apartment building, niggas is dressed in fucking sweats and fucking flip flops and shit. But every time they see me, I got on something fresh, and they be like, this nigga here, like,
that's what they're looking at is walking confidence. That's what confidence and supreme self-assuredness looks like. Like,
Fact.
I'm that nigga. That's what it looks like to them. And the reason why they keep looking, because they're not used to seeing that type of shit.
Facts.
If they were used to seeing it, it wouldn't jump out to them. But it's jumping out to them like, damn, everybody else walking around like they life sucking shit. This motherfucker walking around like he knows something we don't.
Like, exactly. Hey Willard, what's going on, man? Is your life fly, or are you looking for a Brazilian woman to make your life better?
Come on, man. My life is already on point, but I'm not gonna act like there isn't not room for improvement.
Oh. So so tell us, wait. When you say improvement, tell me, what does the improvement look like?
Well, shit. Instead of me having to do everything, she does, all the chores and shit, all the shit that I don't want to do.
Oh, so it's a woman that would improve your life.
So you feel like your life is complete with a bitch. Is that what you're saying, nigga?
Here you go, man.
No, we going off of what you just said, bro. We going off.
If you fly to another country, she must be important.
So, Ma, you saying a woman cannot improve your life at all?
No. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But what I'm saying is, I feel like my life needs to be 100% before she gets here. That's what I'm saying.
Of course.
Let me hold on real quick, Willard. Let me say this: Can a woman bring value to your life? Yes, but if you ask different guys what that means, it's subjective. See, a lot of guys, they think value is beauty. If I can find an attractive chick that wants to fuck me, that's value enough for me to provide for her. For other guys, and you alluded to it earlier, you said cooking and cleaning. See, here's the thing about cooking and cleaning. A woman cooking and cleaning, that's not really no value to me. And the reason why it's not, because I know how to cook and clean my goddamn self.
It saves you time to do what? What do you do at that time?
Either I'm making more money, researching, or watching self-improvement stuff. Yeah, man.
Okay.
So why not just get a maid? It's cheaper.
And since you like paying for bitches anyway. No, the bitches cost money. The flights cost money. No, the bitches and the flights cost money, Willard.
And the upkeep of them.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
you ain't flying out. You ain't flying out and having her hair just raggedy. I know she has something to say. Hey, I want to look good for you, Poppy, and I know you sent some money out there for her to look good when you land. How she picks you up and how she treats you. Yeah. That all costs a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
Well, see, and let me just say this about values. Well, for me, a woman has to bring something to my life that wasn't there before she got there for me to look at it as value. So her cooking, I can do that.
But then what cares?
You said what?
Oh, I think that's a D Money talking to somebody in the background. My bad.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But no. So when I talk about value, to me is she has to bring something that wasn't there. Mm-hmm. Where I see like, damn, there's an improvement in my life because she's here. Okay, a chick fucking me, that doesn't, I can jack off. You know what I'm saying? So if you think about a woman having sex with you, she's really assisting you and busting a nut. Mm-hmm. She's like an assistant.
Exactly.
So instead of using your hand, you use her hand or her mouth or her vagina or her ass or whatever. Mm-hmm. She's really assisting you. So outside of just the sexual aspect and her doing shit I can do for myself, I can have a woman that I'm casually dating that I'm not spending no money on, come to the crib, change some sheets and cook and clean every now and again. Mm-hmm. So to me, it sounds like guys, you're paying a woman to be your sex slave and to be your maid and your chef. That's what it sounds like to me.
Well,
Okay, I mean, you get the whole kit caboodle. Yeah, if a guy's getting the whole kit caboodle, I mean, no complaints from me. I mean,
Okay, let me ask you a question. Cool. I'm glad you said that. Now, are you of the mindset that you know that in many cases those women are not genuinely interested in you unless you can provide finances?
Yes, I know that. I'm not
And you cool with that?
to themselves.
and that's okay with you, Willard?
I'm worried about how a woman treats me. A woman can hate my guts. As long as she does everything I need her to do, that's all that matters.
See, that's some real shit.
Hey, like you said,
That's some real. See, Willard, I'm gonna give it to you. Hold on. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna give it to you, because you're not living in this delusion where the woman really gives a fuck about. You're like, I don't give a fuck if she cares about me, nigga. As long as she cooking and cleaning and getting me off when I want to get off, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the average guy, the average passport bro, rather, see, he tried to make it seem like chicks is falling in love with him and shit. You know what I'm saying? When all it really is a transactional situation. See, you just said, I understand that the only reason she's fucking with me is because I'm willing to exchange monetary favors for sexual favors.
Right.
And the only reason I'm fucking with her is because she's willing to do what the fuck I say in return for monetary consideration. See, you're at least you're living in reality in that regard.
Facts.
I want to comment on 5 snug ways.
Okay.
And I like what he said, but I'm I don't think you guys. K Zaga said something really important when he spoke about the value, and that value speaks to mentality, because you make up the value in your head, and your mental, the way your mental settles on this is going to make that value. I don't know. Even Miles mentioned how the woman in that show with Fresh and Fit there, they can't really get these guys that they're trying to talk about. But if they smack or if they get ran through, in their mind, they got them, even if it was for a night, a date, or whatever. And a lot of guys say the same thing. I smacked. Well, that's one aspect, but there's way more to it to really say, I got that woman. And I want people to really understand that the mentality of just smacking shouldn't just be it. To really say, I got somebody, that means she's followed you, she listens to you, she understands who you are, she looks for ways to improve who you are, she looks for anything to be an asset in your life. That's really getting somebody. Just laying somebody down and smacking, to me, my mentality is not really getting anybody. So, yeah, you got a little further than some cats, but at the same time, do you really have her? And mentally, we got to start adding more to our value of what we say is to get somebody, to have somebody with us, to have somebody next to us. Because if you're the prize there, like some people say, then it got to be more than just physical. She got to be able to roll with you and add a lot more to you, and your value level need to step up.
Facts. Let me see if D Money got anything to say. Yo, D Money.
Yo.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Anything else to say or any other questions?
I had something, but I was saying, like, you can't like really listen to what a female said, because like that shit is so stupid. Like, females are very influential, because like one time I used to have a girlfriend. When I start slacking, she starts slacking. So it's never what she said, it's what I said.
Right.
So you can't listen to females, man. Females don't care about money. They really don't, because like I was like, there was time when I was like spending money and all this extra shit on my girl, and she was like, that's all you do. All you do is spend money, take me on, no emotional connection. I'm like, what the fuck? This bitch, I'm over here spending money, making sure you're good, and you complaining about shit like that.
Right.
So money don't really matter, man. It's everything. Everything matters other than just money.
Exactly.
Your height don't matter. Like, them niggas on the podcast, bro, these fuck my whole brain up. Like, I just stopped listening to them. That shit's so stupid. Like, niggas are height and money. Like, that shit's stupid, bro.
Facts. All right, hold on for a second.
Lose my girl too.
Hold on for a second. And then let me see what Willard got to say. Willard, What's up, man? What are your views on money or living living a high quality life as a man?
Well, I mean, money is a necessity. There's no way around that.
Right.
So to some degree, you're gonna need. I mean, can you be broke and still be out here smashing women? Yeah, but more than likely, you either won't retain her or you're gonna end up sharing her. But I wanted to say something about y'all say the girls on Fresh and Fit. A lot of them actually end up getting those high value guys. It's just those guys end up cheating, so they end up bouncing on those guys. They think that their beauty is going to be enough to make the guy only fuck them, and that's just not going to happen.
Right. So do they really got them?
Temporary, but overall,
so that's not really getting them then, So that's what I'm saying. Mentally, we got to change our thought line sometimes. Right. We go for the basic, oh, I got him, but did you really get him? Did he really wife you, give you your kids, provide for you, or is he just running through you, taking you on trips? And their value is, oh, I went on a trip over here, I got him. When that's not really the case. When you're trying to get got, right. A lot of those women are trying to get got. They're trying to be the one, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if they ain't the one,
that's not going to happen.
Then they really ain't got them.
Well, if that's the case, you might as well say no woman can get them, because most of them top level guys, I mean, they've been broke their whole lives. Now they got money. Boy, they gonna be out here running through bitches like fucking Marshawn Lynch.
So do they really got the guy then?
Nah.
But if that's the case, you might as well say no woman can get them.
Right. So I want to say this real quick, and I'm gonna put you back on hold, Willard. So I want to talk about the part of the title that's talking about building a life for you, and it's really important because again, I said this on the live stream yesterday with Lucario, and y'all could go check the playback on that. I was explaining how a lot of guys know what they want, but they don't know how they want it. Right. So, for example, a lot of guys say they want to have sex, or they want pussy, or they want vagina, whatever, or they want a relationship. They want to have a woman in their life. They want to have, a girl. I want me a girl, bro. And it's like you don't know, what you want, but you don't know how you want it. And what do I mean by that? A lot of guys are afraid of the vetting process. A lot of guys are afraid to lay out the rules. A lot of guys are afraid to tell a girl the parameters in which they require things, because they're afraid that, oh, well, if I make my parameters too strict, or if I act like it's my way or the highway, I'm not going to find a woman who's going to want to go for that. Like, a lot of guys call up and they be like, yo, hey, Miles, women ain't going to go for that, bro. And it's like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, because I go for what I go for. And that's the point of the thing. The point is to design the type of life that I like, because you only get one. You understand? Even if you believe in reincarnation, you only get one, because even if you come back, you're still going to be in a different body, in a different situation. So you really only get one life. And the point is, a lot of people believe in heaven and hell and the afterlife. What if this is heaven and it's up to you to make it how you want it? You see what I'm saying? What if, right? And shout out to what's his name? Sadhguru. He said that on a fucking Joe Rogan podcast the other day. He was explaining. He was like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know if there is an afterlife. But what I'll say is, what if this is heaven? What if this is our one chance to get ourselves as close to heaven as possible? And how do you do that? You look at who you are as a person, you look at your identity, and you design a life around that based on who you are, and you be honest about it. You understand? And you do the things that you like to do. You put yourself in places that you like to be in. You do activities that you like to do. You look how you want to look. If you want to look a certain way and that makes you happy, then you work out, or you buy the wardrobe for it, or whatever it is. But the point is to look at who you are and design your life for you. And the crazy part about when you do that is you put yourself in certain environments. You create a certain type of energy from within that attracts the people that are supposed to be in your life. Do you understand? Well, because
that video clip, you did a video. You dropped a video clip where a dude was talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I had that shit to play. I really, damn it, I wish I had it to play it.
I could play. I think. Give me a second. I could play it right now. I could play the audio right now, man.
Bro, that shit was dope. I heard that shit and I'm like, this is what motherfuckers need to be hearing.
Right. Hold on 1 second. I clear right now.
Hold on, audience. Give Miles a second. That was some dope shit. That was some super inspirational shit.
Here we go.
Into our lives when we don't hide parts of ourselves. We only attract the right people into our lives when we don't hide parts of ourselves. Because if you hide parts of yourselves, you're only attracting what they find attractive is parts that you haven't hidden. And it can be really uncomfortable to not hide parts of yourself because chances are most people aren't going to vibe with you, but the right people are.
You see, and that part at the end, that's the part that a lot of niggas are afraid of. That's the part that so many of these kids are afraid of because they want every fucking bitch to like them. They want every woman that they see to like them. And the truth is, every woman that you're attracted to does not have your best interest at heart. Every woman that give you choosing signals, a lot of them want to use you. And because they know that you're leading with your wallet, they want to use your resources. You understand? They don't give a fuck about you. But if you're true about your identity, your masculine identity, not everybody's going to vibe with you, but the right people will vibe with you. And then those will be the quality interactions and relationships that you have a chance to develop and you get to live a quality life based on your true identity. But so many dudes, they want to, I need 300,000. I need 500,000. What? Just to satisfy a bitch with lashes and a BBW? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Bro. And here's the thing, when he was saying, when you conceal parts of yourself, right, and the parts that you reveal is what the person is ultimately attracted to. But once they get to know the rest of who you are, they're not attracted to you no more. Right. This is the dangers of using money, material possessions, and status to attract women. Because this is what you're saying. I need you guys to understand, and this is the psyche of a guy who has a loser's mentality or low self-esteem.
Right.
You're saying this is the best part of me. What I have to offer monetarily. This is the best part of me. And what you're saying is you're so valuable to me that I have to offer you something of equal or greater value. My money. Or mom, not me, because all you're coming to a situation where it's you.
Right.
But I feel like you're so much more valuable than me. I just can't offer me as a man. I gotta offer gifts and pleasantries and all this other shit because I don't see the value in myself.
Facts.
But I know you see the value in a nice car, a nice house, an extravagant dinner date. I know you see the value in that. So if I can treat you or show you those things by virtue of that, you'll want to deal with me because I'm offering you value. I don't have value as a man, but my money does.
Right.
And guys don't understand that's some low self-esteem shit.
Fact. Got it. Real quick. You have something, J. Roman?
To me, everybody is saying genuine, just genuine. And at some point in the relationship, at some point in the interaction, you're looking for that genuine connection, and not just, the fake connection, genuine, but for somebody to be around you that's real,
right?
That doesn't care about everything to genuinely like you. And I don't care if you're rich all the way down to non-rich or whoever you interact with. At some point, if you're rich and you might spend that money, you might throw it at their faces, you might go on the trips, but at some point, you got to look at that person across from you and ask the question: are they genuinely here, or is it this status, or is it the money, or is it the trips? And when that question comes out, you got to ask yourself, have I been genuinely putting myself forward too?
Right.
And that person, and that's where everybody has that moment where she ain't really here for me, or he ain't really here for me, because let you get hurt, let you get sick, let you had to sit up somewhere, let you lose a certain amount of money, let you lose a certain amount of status. Then you start seeing, okay, that person was there really for me and not for all this other stuff I bring. And so that's what I meant by mentally, we have to really start presenting genuine people to receive genuine interaction.
Exactly. We got 513. 513, you're on live on the Manhood is a Skill Set show with K Zaggin, J. Roman, and Miles. Name, age, and city. How can we help you?
How you doing, man? This is Chris, Cincinnati. 39.
Hey, Chris, what's going on with you, man? Friend to the show. What's going on, man? How you doing? How you doing, bro? Good to hear from you, man. And I got your donation too. Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
Thank you. I believe there is a disconnect because what men are doing is the requirements for marriage. But the issue with that is this. In order to get to that point, just like you guys said, women have to be genuinely interested in you.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. You need money for relationships. You need money for all of that.
Right.
But here's the thing. Women must experience you first, because in order for them to get married to you or do whatever, they've got to experience you first.
Right.
That's the equation that's missing. Because you could have a high value man, and so women don't like that yet. But they got to experience you first.
Right.
I'm curious to know, when you say a high value man, what is your personal definition of what a high value man represents?
Okay, great question. I watch a lot of Kevin Samuels stuff. Listen, I am not a Kevin Samuels fan, but what his definition is.
No, your personal definition.
Yeah, Chris, just get to your definition. We we just asked you what your definition was. You ain't got to go. We know Kevin Samuels' definition. Everybody knows Kevin Samuels' definition. Rest in peace to him. What is your definition, Chris?
Oh, my definition is really myself, is my confidence and what I bring. It's really not money for me. It's it is my actual character. That's what's the most important thing to me, is one's character.
Gotcha.
Because
that's what's up. And I just want to say this real quick. I'm not really with the high value man thing, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it because everything about it is about trying to attract women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everything about it has nothing to do with you being a man of integrity, a man of honor, a man of dignity, a man's man, and you just doing shit for yourself, and you being the type of person that people gravitate to because they respect you.
Right.
Nothing about the popularized definition really talks about that. It talks about you basically having a certain level of education, which is cool. Be as educated as you possibly can be. And it talks about you making a certain amount of money for a certain amount of time, and that you are basically dealing with or networking with other guys of your ilk, right? The problem with the popularized definition of what a high value man is society and women deciding your value. And then you're going out of your way to achieve their definition of what high value is.
Right.
Oh, I got to make this amount of money to be considered a valuable man by women. Cool, I'm going to go do that. Oh, I got to have this type of education, MBA, PhD, doctorate, or whatever. All right, I'm going to go do that. And none of that shit is about you and about your personal achievements. It's about you trying to live a life where society or women gives you the stamp of approval that you did good for yourself. And that's some hoe ass nigga shit to me.
Facts. Yeah, Chris, you got anything else for us?
Basically, that's it. There's just a disconnect between, like you said, sex appeal and what the requirements you need for getting married. But actually, to be honest with you, it all goes into one big swoop, because just like Kay Zagan said, I think 2 days ago, like, sex appeal is the highest, and all that extra stuff is just bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it's just a bonus to the man. It's not the actual man, but it's the actual character. And like I said, you can have somebody that makes a lot of money, but that person can be a drug dealer. That person can have do something illegal. But does that make that person a high value man versus on how much he makes, or is it his quote unquote character?
Right. Exactly.
If he's dealing drugs, he ain't got no character. He ain't got no honor. So now you'll have women that will deal with him because he's generous with his money. But if you got a woman that's dealing with a guy like that, she ain't too valuable either. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just throwing that out there. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Because how you get it is important. How you get it is important. That's
it is.
And that mental mind state of them too.
Yep. Exactly.
When I was younger, I used to drive this Ford Tempo. It used to make a noise like this, just when I drive, because the Cadillac converter was cracked.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I was rolling up to the gym. Me and my girl at the time was rolling up to the gym. I seen the dude driving this Mustang, drop top, look really nice. Back in the day, that used to be the car, right?
Right.
I'm in the gym.
And 5.0s too.
Yeah. I'm in the gym. My girl at the time was black and Italian. She looked really nice, really nice. She in the gym doing her thing. I'm in the gym doing my thing. This dude is circling her. Then he finally talks to her. I'm playing basketball. No big deal. Later on, we hop in the car and she tells me that he approached her and asked her, how did I get a guy? How did a guy like me get her? That's what he asked her.
Nigga, but go ahead,
right?
Man.
Pretty much hating on the line. I said, why didn't you tell me that in there? I would have told him. I would have talked to him. She's like, nah, I didn't, I know how you do. So I was like, yeah, I would have talked to him. But later on, that same girl, I left because we had an argument about a janitor. People look down at janitors, but you don't know a school janitor makes about 6 figures.
Facts. Niggas don't know.
Custodians make about 6 figures or close to it at the time. And I told her at that time that I would, whatever it take to take care of my family, to take care of whoever I'm involved with, and to me, I would do. I don't care if it's a janitor compared to a rocket scientist, right? But then she said, well, why don't you just be the rocket scientist? Because it was about status. It wasn't actually about the money. It was like, it's status. Like, why don't you be something else with a better title?
Right.
So I can go out in the world and say, my man has this status. It didn't even turn into money anymore. It was past money.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how much a janitor makes? Are you serious? All them keys mean something.
Right.
But it wasn't about that anymore. It's about the status of it. And I realized at that point, like, me and you ain't really going to vibe together because it's past the point if I could take care of you and take care of our kids, if we could have a comfortable life or even a nice life. Because you should know, my mindset is I'm going to invest and do certain things that it don't matter how much little money I get. I'm going to turn it into something else. But it was about the status. You can stand in front of your girlfriends and say, my man is a neurosurgeon, or he's a rocket scientist, or he's an engineer, something like that. So, it's just that dude was hating, but at the same time, I had to leave her because she didn't really understand mentally what it was to be, because she was still chasing the status. And I think that a lot of times we get focused on one thing. Does he make a certain amount of money? Is there a certain amount of status? And then I'm defining myself off of that. That's not even smart to me. No. I'm going to define myself off of a person that won't be with a guy with a 6-figure job just because it says janitorial, but you will be with me as a teacher and make less than that because that's a better sounding job to you.
Or vice principal or superintendent of a school or some shit like that.
Yeah, so, but I'm going to make my parameters off of you. Nah, I can't do that. And I think mentally, that's where us guys need to get a little more stronger. Forget how they define us. We got to define ourselves, what's important to us, and then find somebody that rides like that. It might not be the same for everybody. I think that's the point that we're missing. It might not be the same for everybody on what's important to you. But when you find out what's important to you, then live by that.
Facts. Real quick, let me work on the calls. So Chris, thank you for calling in, man. We're gonna let you go. All right, bro.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All right, man. Talk to you soon. All right, man.
That sucker was hating at the gym.
So we got 802. You're on live on the Manhood is a Skill Set show with K Zach and J Roman and Miles. Name, age, city. What's up?
My name is Franz. I'm from Vermont.
Okay.
I'm 46.
Hey, what's up, man? From all right.
First of all, I want to give props to my coach there, K Zagan.
All right, cool.
And also give thanks to you. And
good afternoon, Franz. How you doing?
I'm pretty good there, Coach. How you doing? I want to also give thanks to Miles and the other. I'm sorry if I don't know what your name is.
That's J Roman. J Roman.
Okay. Okay, my apology.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank you for the game that you're giving out also as well. That's definitely appreciated.
Yep.
I wanted to share with the audience what I learned today, and after that I was shoveling snow because where I am there's snow on the ground.
Okay.
But I was thinking about what he said, and I said, wow, that really opened my eyes a little bit. That the reason why men are insecure is because they're not showing in the first few minutes the value that they and the standards that they have for themselves. That way, as to women, for the woman to understand and respect a man for the value that he has, because men are undervaluing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's an important thing. I think that's the root cause of a lot of things for a lot of men.
Facts. Yeah, that's a good point. That's definitely a good point. Mm-hmm.
No, and
how
what
sad
he's
is it
talking
for men to
about
unvalue themselves?
What he's talking about is we had a consultation,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to get too deep into it because I don't want to share what he don't want me to share. But I was telling them, I said, part of the issue that you're having is that you're having these unproductive conversations with these women where they're telling you what they want, and you were never in control of the conversation ever. So I was telling them is, if you're going to have a conversation with these women, within the very first few minutes of talking to them, you need to lay out what you're trying to do and have the women agree to that. Okay. And if they don't agree to it, then you leave them the fuck alone. But you don't let a woman lay out her terms and conditions for you. I want this. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I was just telling them, I'm like, you need to be more authoritative. You need to be more assertive and transparent in what it is you want from these women and have them respond to that. Okay. Only deal with women on your terms, period. You don't negotiate shit with a woman you just met. Now, if you got a girl or a woman you care about, your girl, you can negotiate certain shit with her. But when it comes to with a woman you just met, it's literally your way or the highway. Women don't like when niggas talk like that. But my thing is, you haven't earned consideration yet.
Right.
You haven't earned thoughtfulness yet. You haven't earned that. I got to make sure you're the type of chick I want to have in my life. And then later on, I'll be a little more considerate and thoughtful of certain things. But you need to show me that you're worthy of me thinking about you in that type of capacity. But in the beginning, my way or the highway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And all the chicks that ain't down with it, you got to let them walk.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how big their booty is or how good they lick or how many times they lick their lips in your direction, let them go.
Hey, caller man, you have anything else to say? You have anything else to say, Franz?
I just kind of worded in my own way that I think that when men don't do what he said, they're not showing value and they're training women to undervalue them.
Right.
And I think it's a common problem among men. They undervalue themselves, but at the same time they don't communicate their own value.
Exactly.
As they make sure the person's on their program. So I wanted that point to be shown to the guys. I know you guys understand that very well, but I want them to be learning what I learned for their benefit as well.
Exactly.
So I'll take it one step further with you.
And we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. So hold on, J. Roman.
I appreciate you taking the time to giving us game. I know you could be doing something else, and I wanted to give my thanks for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We appreciate you for calling in, and we appreciate you for utilizing us for coaching, sticking with K-Zag for your coach, because a lot of guys don't invest in themselves like that. So we appreciate you for that, and you keep it up, all right? And you be safe out there, bro. All right. Oh, and bend at the knees, bend at the knees when you shovel in the snow, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
let me say this real quick before Jay Roman jump on.
All right. Hold on. All right, Franz, we got you, man. I'll get you out of here. I just want to acknowledge the next caller, and then we go. Hey, 904. Stay right there. We're gonna get to you right now. We're just gonna spit some game, and then we're gonna get right back to you. All right, go ahead.
All right, cool. Jay Roman, before you go, let me just say this. The reason why I posted this when he says we don't negotiate with terrorists, the caller that we was just talking to, that's what I told him. I told him the exact same. We don't negotiate with terrorists, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You only negotiate with women that's worthy of possibly being your girl. Okay, and negotiation is not the same as compromise. Okay, it's not the same. Okay, niggas might think, but it's not the same, right? That means negotiation means you're just being considerate of a woman who's worthy of that. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, just real quick, when he's talking about dudes undervaluing themselves, if they undervalue themselves, they're gonna undervalue the woman that they plan on being next to them. So their venting process is already off too.
Fact.
So, you could have a decent woman, but you don't value, if you undervalue yourself, then, basically you're not really looking around to be able to value anybody too much either. So, you got to watch out for that too. But anyway, go ahead, go on. Got the caller.
All right, we got a 904. You are on live with K Zag and J Roman and Miles on the Manhood is a Skill Set Show. Name, age, and city. How can we help you?
Yeah, my name is Tahaka Montiel Bay. I'm 69 out of Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh shit, 69. What's up, Uncle? What's up, OG?
Yeah, okay. Wisdom.
69. You better have some goddamn game for us.
Tell y'all about the brothers that put me on. I got kind of lucky because I had two gentlemen. Both of them were well off. They had several wives, several families, no arguments, no fusses, and all that. And these brothers gave me a formula to use and rules and regulations and guide by at an early age. And I became quite successful using that. And the only other time I ever seen Hollywood come out with the formula is in the movie Scarface. And they had it right dead on point, and then they turn around and re-edit it for television and then switch the formula around. I said, I can't believe it. But anyway, first of all, gentlemen, this is what was taught to me. I ain't gonna take up all your time. I'm gonna just lay this out right quick for you. Number one, the brothers told me, number one, always remember that she is the hunter, not you. Number two,
she is the hunter.
You're gonna have to qualify with you first.
Okay.
What is your perception of yourself?
Right.
What is your personal self-image of yourself?
Okay.
Your first investment before you even get out there on the field to be hunted is to qualify with yourself. Get yourself together. Get your money in your bank. Put a roof over your head. Get your horses and chariots. Go ahead and get your company to generate your revenue. And now you're able to determine what level are you going to be hunted by. Are you going to be on your level or above your level? And they told me, always hunt above your level. But you got to be qualified, and your qualifications are not with the woman, it's with you. You and the man in the mirror. When you get that going, you ain't going out to try to ask nobody to dance. All you doing is just walking in the building and taking your place. They see and they coming.
Facts. Oh,
shit. I like that.
I was a little worried at the first, but I got you now.
Yeah. I was gonna look worried too, nigga.
Hey, listen.
What's number three then?
That's all I was about to.
First, you get the.
All right, so just go through them simply again. Just say 1, 2, and 3. Just go through them again.
1, first you get the power. That's knowledge of self. And when I say that goes deep. That have everything to do with you, your identity, your culture, your health, where your body works, what works, what goes in it, what don't go in it, all of that.
Okay.
The next thing is, first you get the power. Second thing, then you get the money. Now that encompasses getting your horses and chariots and your castles and all that. And third, then you get the girl. In that order. You don't go get the girl to help you get the money. You don't go get the girl and say, well, look, me and you going to get together and get the power. It don't work that way. You number one. You ain't trying to go out to catch nuts. You swimming in the water and you want to pick and choose what bait you going to take. And then they got to be qualified to step up to your level.
See, I like that. What he just said.
You wanted to go this way. If you have qualified for yourself and you got a woman, she come to you and say, well, here, baby, here go my credit card. You can get this, that, and the other. Either I'm going to take my other car and you take my car and you go where you want to go, whatever. And what I do in a situation like that, first of all, I take the card and then I take my own card and buy what I want. When she come back, I give the card back. When she give me the car, I take the car, park it in the driveway, and she said, "Well, where you been?" I said, "The car ain't moved. It's still there." So you maintaining you.
Right.
You doing you. First you get the power, then you get the money, then you get the girl.
Right.
You don't get them three things mixed up, because if you get them three things mixed up, you messed up. Now the brothers I was telling you about, this brother here, one of them, he never bought a brand new Cadillac, but he had a Cadillac every year, and it was a used Cadillac. It changed a laundromat.
Cadillac.
You know this nigga OG.
All 4 wives had Cadillacs and big split level home, pools in the backyard. But you know what he spent most of his time doing?
What?
Sitting under a tree playing checkers. And he took me on his arm and said, "I'm gonna teach you this here. And when you learn this here," he said, "now in order, when you get to the level you start thinking about nationhood," he said, "always remember, you're gonna have a wife and a family. But you're gonna be the boss. And if you're gonna be the boss, you gotta be the boss with you. You gotta be qualified, and the first thing you're gonna qualify with is you."
Facts.
I don't want to take up all your time, but that's it in a nutshell. That's what they told me, and all of them, they was millionaires.
Wow. So let me just go over it real quick. So number one, going over that joint from Scarface. First you get the money, then you get the power. First you get the power, then you get the money, then you get the women. So the power is knowledge of self. The money is the material things, and the women has to be qualified by you.
The women got to be qualified,
right?
Based on your standards, your level.
Exactly.
If you get the power as a result of having the power, you will automatically get the money. And as a result of having the power in the money, you will automatically attract the woman.
Right, but you got to be qualified.
You ain't hollering out a car to my "Hey baby, boy, man, she fine." It don't matter how pretty she is, how fine she is, how beautiful she is. There's somebody somewhere that's tired of her. You know what?
Facts. That's a fact. Hey, OG, man, we appreciate you for calling in, man. That's some heavy game. We appreciate you, man. Hey, Zag or J Roman, anything you wanna say to the OG?
Yeah,
before?
I want to add this because people were in the chat talking about the Scarface references, and the Scarface reference was money first, power second, women. He talked about power first.
That's the edited version.
Yeah, he does the edited version, and I want y'all to understand why it's important.
The original version came out first. You get the power, then you get the money, then you get the girl. That's
let me tell you why the power is important. Because he's saying I can have power without the money. And the original Scarface version, they were trying to make it seem like you got to have money first to have power.
Right.
And this is where guys fucked up.
That's incorrect.
Hold on real quick. Because if it meant that you had power, if it meant that you can get the money and then the power, why did the Me Too situation happen? With all those fucking Hollywood producers where they was having those chicks have sex with them, and them chicks didn't want them for movie roles because they had no real power. See, they had money believing that they had power, but if they had power before they got the money, they would understand the best way to a woman's vagina is through her mind first, mentally. See, they thought that the money could influence the woman to want to fuck them and do what they wanted to do. But if they had some game about them, they had a mouthpiece about them, they could have got her to do that without the money. Y'all got it, man.
Facts. J Roman, you got something?
Let me tell you how valuable this is, man. And this is how you know you got it right. My first girlfriend I had, and my second girlfriend, was in 1968.
God.
And
damn.
both of them.
Nobody was born but you, my nigga. In this motherfucking
same thing.
I was close.
I love you. I respect you. To this day. It's 2022. And the third girlfriend. And the fourth girlfriend. They don't have nothing bad to say about me because I've always, since I learned, now I messed it up in the beginning until I ran into these brothers, but when I learned, things start turning around.
Facts.
So ain't nothing left but respect.
Exactly.
If respect is there, then everything else comes along with it.
Exactly. That's a fact. That's a fact. Because
I got a question for the OG.
Go ahead.
So you said the respect is there. So These are steps that you feel is what gain you that respect.
No. See, first of all, well, yes, if you got the formula right, it all starts with the power. You got to have that, because see, when you got that, then you shining like a beacon. See, if let's say for instance, right now I walk in a nightclub, I'm not going to the nightclub for entertainment. When I walk out the nightclub, I want money in my pocket. That's the only reason I'm in there. I'm not in there to dance. I ain't in there to ask nobody to dance. I didn't come to see. I come to be seen. Everything in my world is switched around based on the formula of what was taught to me by men who I had to look up to and was trying to be like, because they laid it out for me.
Facts.
Nice. Follow their teaching, and it worked for me. I'll be 70 years old tomorrow. I mean, this July coming up, on the 8th of July, I'll be 70 years old.
Damn.
And because of knowledge of self and what I put in my body and the nutrition and all that, everything around my house is still up. And it'll keep being up even when I be down in my 80s and 90s. I've had young women in their 40s with brothers they dating in their 30s, and they say, I can't figure this out. He be down and you be up. I can't even holler and make it go.
Facts.
What are you doing after that ain't your business?
Yeah, I'm telling you, OG. Hey, OG, real quick, man. What's the most important thing you put in your body for that to keep moving? Like, what's your regimen like? If you could tell us a little bit.
All, step one. When your feet hit the floor in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Step one.
Mm-hmm.
Drink a full glass of water.
Oh shit.
When you get ready to go to bed, you know you're done for the day. You done. You through. You finna lay it down. Drink a glass of water. Now you're gonna have to get up in the middle of the night, but that's okay. Drink that glass of water. Now, when it comes to eating, you got to get rid of the meat now. Pork chops, bacon, sausage, all that got to go.
Oh shit.
Fruits and vegetables. All right. Now take a half a teaspoon of moringa powder and sprinkle on my food, and I eat that probably once a day. Then I get the haritaki fruit, and sometimes I just drink that all day long. That's the king of the plant kingdom. That cleans all 25 feet of your intestinal tract.
Wait, say that again. Wait, hold on. You said after the moringa powder, what was the king of the plant life?
It's called haritaki fruit.
Oh shit!
Haritaki tree is the king of all plants on the planet. You can go right there on YouTube and just type in haritaki, Haritaki. Haritaki. The people in India, well, it comes from Africa, but the people in India, they take it off the tree while it's green and put it in a basket and sit it out in the sun because it gets hot over there and it dries out.
Right.
And it looks like a nut, but it's got a nut in it. You take 7 pieces of that and put it in a gallon jug of water, let it sit overnight, and drink as much as your belly can hold, and it will purge all 25 feet of your intestinal tract, and you're full of life and vigor and energy because the life of the body is in the bowel.
Right. Hey, listen, can you spell it? Can you spell it one more time? Can you spell it one more time?
Haritaki.
Ritaki.
Haritaki.
Haritaki.
You can go over there on YouTube and just type in Dr. Bombay Products.
Dr. Bombay Products. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yo,
Bombay
OG
Products. Dr. Bombay Products.
Okay. So all right. So we got the
one more time.
Yeah.
Haritaki.
Yes, sir.
Haritaki. Haritaki fruit.
Okay.
That's
okay.
The king.
I'm ordering some shit now, nigga.
Yeah, facts, nigga.
I ain't even joking. I got the bottle. I got the pills, like Haritaki pills, nigga.
Hold on. Okay. Oh, hold on. So
I don't do the pills. I get the raw nuts and put it in the jug and
in the water.
So you not only are you gonna have a whole lot of life. You know how you lay down sometime and you know you got something to do. And I'll get up in a minute and do it. Once you start doing this here regimen, you start thinking of things to do, you jump up immediately, go do it, and then you looking for something else to do.
Right.
You stay on the game.
Okay.
And when the opposite sex come around, ooh.
Hey, OG. All right. So what's after the aritaki? What's after the aritaki?
All right. Now, if you gonna put your moringa, if you gonna cook something, make sure you cook on low temperatures. Because once you cooking something and the temperature reaches 118 degrees Fahrenheit, all the nutrition in it is dead. You go in the grocery store, get something out of there, ain't no nutrition no more. It's over. Back in the 60s, you take a bowl of spinach. In order to get the nutrition in that bowl of spinach you got in 1960, 2022, you're going to have to get 6 bowls. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take a full tablespoon of moringa, put in with your cooking wood, and then get you some turmeric and put in there. Turmeric. You know about that?
Yeah, we know about turmeric.
This nigga's knowledge is invaluable. Are you niggas listening?
I think everybody listening. They
hold on.
laying it down.
No, let them give it now. Hold on. So you said turmeric. What's after the turmeric?
Well, then you want to deal with your fruits and your fruits.
Fruits, okay.
Get your fruits. You want to get you a big bowl, big see-through bowl. Put on your table and put your fruit in there because you want to eat fruit once a day.
Once a day.
That's your natural sugar. And also, if anybody got any sense, when they walk in your environment and see the fruit bowl on the table, that's a symbol of prosperity.
That's a fact.
I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about your health.
Prosperity and health. Yes, sir. Damn, OG, we need you, man. We need you, man.
I like it.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you, man.
Look, OG, do us a favor and come back. When we do these live streams, come back and hit us with this ism, because even we learn this shit. Even though we feel like we gamed up, we are never too old to learn shit. You know what I'm saying? We can still learn shit. We can still improve. And you got some knowledge that these young bloods need to hear, partner.
Okay. Well, when y'all be on?
We're on every Saturday at 12:30 Central Standard Time.
Yeah, every
12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time.
What's your city again?
I'm in Florida.
You in Florida, so that means
Blog Talk show. I'll be on tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I host Morris Talk Live 100 at Blog Talk.
Oh, wait a minute. You got a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm all over YouTube, man.
Drop it down there.
Drop it in the
all you got to do is type my name in. My name is Tarhaka, Tarhaka.
Tarhaka.
And then Amana, Amaana, and then L-Bay, E-L, and then B-E-Y. Tarhaka, Amana, L-Bay. All you got to do is just Google me, or either go over there and type it into YouTube, and everything on me will come up.
Yo, if we can have one of the moderators do him a solid and put his joint. Because this nigga got some knowledge.
Facts. Yeah, I can't type it in. But it's Tarhaka Amana. Yeah, Tarhaka. Amaana Elbey.
Right.
Yep.
Got it.
Oh, man.
E-L and then B-E-Y.
OG, we really appreciate you bestowing some of the game. And see, this is why we gotta protect our elders, man. And this is why we gotta respect our elders, because they got all the game, man. They got all the damn game, man.
It's almost 70. You got prominent YouTubers dying in their 50s. And this brother is 20 years, their senior, still doing his thing. Y'all better respect this nigga.
You see, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. He only got
the natural stuff right there. To really the clincher is all you got to do is realize that the life of the body is in the Bible. So that's what the major concentration on what you're going to do with right there. It's going to enhance the mind, your thinking ability, your alertness, your activity, what you want to do, how you get up and do it, your approach, your attitude is right there in your Bible. When you eat meat, if you eat steak and with every meal you want to eat a piece of meat, well, over a period of time, it's going to clog up, the byproducts are going to clog up the arteries that leading to the head of the phallus, and then it's going to be limp. See, you want
steak,
stuff to pop up just off the cuff when you ain't even think about nothing. That's how you know stuff working.
Facts.
Caller,
Hey.
are you telling me that niggas don't need Viagra or Blue Chew no more?
No. All they need is some good water. They need some water, and they're gonna need to clean out their system, man. The life of the body is in the bowels.
Yeah, he told you to clean out your intestines.
Stay away from the pharmaceutical industry. I'll be 70 next year. There are no brown pill bottles in my house. Period.
Wow. Hey, caller, listen. What is your opinion on colonics?
Colonic is good. I'm trying to tell you how to do a natural colonic.
A natural. Okay. I got you.
$2,000 or $3,000 to give you one. You get the water. When your feet hit the floor in the morning, walk in there before you cook anything.
Right.
Get you a full glass of good room temperature water.
Room temperature.
Drink it down, a full glass.
Yep.
And before you go to bed at night, the only thing you're doing is developing a habit.
Exactly.
So when you lay down on that full glass of water, your body is at rest, and the water get a chance to permeate through the body and go through the cleansing process. Then when you get the moringa powder, you know all your nutrients. That's a superfood. And then when you do the haritaki, you cleaning all the remnants and everything else out. So ain't nothing left but life. That's it.
Facts.
So I got an important question for you, because I know my habits. So if I shake this moringa powder on my steak, does it make it better for me?
This nigga right here.
Because I like my steaks, and I understand people with meatless. No, I want to take you into knowledge. I do, but I just want to do it so I can be more successful for myself.
See what you want to do, man. Think about this here for a minute. What you want? Right. You want to be qualified. Let's go back to the word qualified. If you're doing what I'm telling you to do, and you do that for a good month or two, if there's anybody who's qualified to eat a steak, is you.
All right.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Hey, listen, man. I just subscribed to your YouTube channel, man. Y'all go over there. It's
go.
Tarhaka El Bay YouTube channel. You see when niggas know the truth, they don't get a lot of numbers, because he got 4,000 subscribers, man. You know what I'm saying? And guys, go over there and subscribe right now. He got a lot of videos on here, talking about, he got Dr. Walter Williams presents what is it? I ain't even gonna say that word because I don't want K-Zag and show to get flagged. But Takahara, the myth of the Prophet Muhammad, health benefits, basic principles of the black family, people in America today, marriage license, college curriculum, India, China, and Europe, how civilization started in Africa, not India and China or Europe. He got this cute chick on there named Nicole, who he's doing interviews with, and he got
that's
his
Nicola Hurst.
Yeah, man.
And I've had
damn,
the woman that wrote the Terminator and the Matrix.
Yeah,
she's been on my guest on the show, and Shahrazad Ali, she's supposed to be coming on there. She shook up the nation with the Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman.
Facts.
She put it down on that there, so she's coming out on my broadcast in the future. I had all the heavyweights on there, Irritated Genie, all of them.
Man, we appreciate you for calling in, OG. We really respect the game. I got all this stuff written down. I'm about to go, and I know about moringa. My dad brought. See, I was raised on moringa, neem, guinea hen, Irish moss or sea moss, they call it these days. Roots, Cheney root. Nerve whisk, blood whisk, all that cool stuff, man. Because my dad makes roots. He makes roots from Jamaica. I don't know if you know what that is, but my dad makes roots. Yeah. So I come from a Jamaican family. That's what we all grew up on: the herbs and and making like wines and things like that from herbs and good stuff for your body. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very familiar, but I never heard of arataki before. I heard of moringa, but I'm definitely gonna get with you, and I'm gonna order some of this stuff and keep it going, because I already believe in juicing, already believe in drinking a lot of water, and I do a colonics like every month and a half. You know what I'm saying? So I understand about the body and the and you know, life in the bowels and all that type of stuff is real. It's very real. Because I'm trying to live long and I'm trying to sling dick for as long as I can. You know? That's a fact.
This nigga Miles gonna be a diabetic nigga in a wheelchair with one leg, like the third leg still working though.
That'll do it right there.
Say that one more time, OG.
I say, well, what you know, that'll do it right there. You ain't got to be overly concerned about it. I don't have no problem with no woman.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I tell them all the time. You know, they talking about, well, you know, my baby daddy. I said, look, let me tell you something. I said, if you got a man that you can't learn nothing from, you got the wrong man.
Exactly. That's a fact.
You say, well, I sure have the wrong man.
Hold on real quick.
Facts. Hey, listen,
facts.
It's funny because I'm only 41 and I hear the same. I hear that from women. Like how you sure you 41? Because I know some of these young cats, they down and you up. Like I heard that before, OG, and I'm only 41.
Let me ask the OG a question. OG, do you agree that a woman must admire a man?
Well, yeah, she's going to admire you. It depends on your level of admiration for yourself. It always if you busy doing you. If you answer the question, what is your perception of yourself?
Facts.
How high is your self-image of you?
Yes, sir. Hey,
when you get that right, everything else falls into place. They calling your number.
OG,
you ain't calling the head, baby. What you doing? I don't do none of that.
OG, listen. OG, listen. Is it okay if I screenshot your number and give you a call sometime?
Sure, man.
Okay, my name is.
Give me a call. I teach contract law. People call me from all over the United States. They even call me from Germany and Afghanistan, Hawaii, all over.
Okay. Listen, because I'm gonna call you up. My name is Miles Cunningham. I got a 917 number, but I'm gonna call you up. Pretty soon because I want to come sit and talk with you. Probably interview you and do a whole video, bro. Because
I'm thinking the same thing, man. Like this nigga is gold. Nigga.
This type of knowledge is necessary, bro.
This nigga's like, you like an artifact, nigga.
He called my man an artifact.
I was lucky, like I told you. I got fortunate. I had men, they end up being millionaires, and they told me, say, look, I'm going to teach you something.
Right.
So you out here, you trying to, I see you trying to be, we know about your stepdaddy, we ain't like him, we want no man. So what we going to do is we're going to show you, and if you remember, just do what we tell you to do, you'll be all right. Now, just imagine, man, one of these dudes, when he passed away gambling at the dog track. When he died at the dog track, they had, I'm here in Jacksonville, Florida, Duval County.
Right.
They had every ambulance and rescue unit in the nation trying to revive this brother, man, because he died with too much money that we don't know about where it's at.
Damn.
Y'all get him, resurrect him, do anything to get him so we can ask him where the money at. and he passed on. And his partner, he was walking around in this city. They had him on the FBI's 10 most wanted list of public enemy #1. But they couldn't touch him because the feds wanted him and the sheriff department wanted him, and they fighting over who gonna get him first. And in the meantime, his picture up in the post office, he walking around in the city doing his thing. So they finally came to an agreement and finally did get a hold to the brother.
Right.
And they got down and said, well, look here, we're gonna give you a year fair time, because they were trying to bust the Gambinos in New York. That's too much information. But anyway.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, real quick. OG, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, and then we got to go ahead and move on. What is your opinion about the state of manhood and masculinity in our society today?
Is in a very, very poor state. and they're churning out because, see, our biggest mistake is we go into the wrong place to have our children. And we are putting the wrong foods and stuff in our bodies and in our children. They're being miseducated. We're not going back and getting the right information, the right knowledge concerning what we have. So our situation is in a poor state. Now I'm doing the best I can with the network that I got, because I can't go out like I used to and travel all across the United States and teach like I used to. So the only thing I have is putting this information out on the net. I created a college curriculum for my children and my grandchildren, and they're able to see stuff that's never broadcast on the media, and they're learning the same stuff that I know. So I think that every man should have his own library in his own house. He need to take responsibility for his children and his grandchildren, and he should leave them a legacy. If you got cash money, get out of that. Go get you some silver and gold, and give your children an inheritance before you die. The way I did that is I started buying up silver, and got sheets of plastic and put the silver down in there, and I called them all over here and gave them a sheet of silver. So they have some real money. So when the dollar collapsed, people on their street might not have no money, but my children got some. So they got some real money. So all of these things that we have to do, but as far as answering your question, we're in a very, very sad state, and the solution to the problem is you. You're going to have to take responsibility, bear your children in your house, keep them out of hospitals and stuff, and because see, once we hit the ground, the first thing they're going to do is try to take the liver, try to take the heart, the blood, take everything else, because they need you. They can't be who they are without you. But you're going to have to be the best that you can possibly do and be. Just follow the formula, the power, the money, and the girl. That's how you do it.
Facts. OG, man, we appreciate you so much for calling in and bestowing the game. And hey, real quick, how did you hear about this show? How you know about this show? You said somebody put you on, or?
Well, every once in a while I'm in here doing another zip drive, because I put the college curriculum on the zip drive. And it takes a while to load up. So I said, well, let me go over here on Blog Talk and see who on there. And I seen it say Simple Recovery Series, Manhood is a Skill Set. Now, when I seen that, I said, let me get in here. And
nice.
Brothers on here doing, because I know they on here talking about something.
Right.
And then when y'all start talking about with the alpha male, or what you call them? The
high value man. The high value man. Yeah.
Yeah, high value man.
Yeah.
I said, well, let me get in here and explain my position of what a high value man is.
Facts.
That's what I call myself doing. So I just happened to run into you because I was on the computer work.
Okay. All right. Again, OG, it's a blessing, man. We appreciate you, man. Live long and prosper, man. We need cats like you in the game. And like I said, we gotta collaborate very soon. So you will be hearing from me. All right, bro?
Yes. This was one of the best calls we've ever had, Carl. I want you to understand that.
9:30 in the morning. It's 6:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
My show will go on the air tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me and Dr. Walter Williams will chop it up.
All right. Perfect. All right. Take it easy, bro. We appreciate you. You be safe.
All right. Y'all too. Bye-bye.
All right.
All right, Colin.
Yeah. That was
dope. That was dope, man.
That was fire.
That was dope. I need y'all. Let me just say this, and then we got any other calls waiting, Miles?
Nah, not right now. Everybody else hung up.
Okay, so let me because the OG was
said I ain't got nothing.
OG has so much game. Niggas is like, I want to make it to 70. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody died in their 50s. Niggas is like, I want to live 20 more years. And me, I got my youngest child is 3. And shout out to ARC. When he passed away, his child is barely 2 years old.
Right.
His youngest child is younger than my child. And I don't want to be that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm dead and I don't at least get to see my child make it to at least teenage. I at least want to see him there. At least high school. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to pass away and I got toddlers. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So when the caller called up and he started talking about the different things he started to talk about, you can tell he's a very knowledgeable OG.
Yep.
And shout out to him for calling, brother. Please tune in, Miles. If you do a show with him, I'm gonna be right there front seat with you, nigga.
Yes,
I'm gonna be right there watching it, making sure because that he got a lot of knowledge, and I want dudes to understand this is what it's all about. In this YouTube space, we have a lot of niggas who aren't knowledgeable, trying to act like they know shit.
Exactly. And look at him. He out here, bro. He got videos, man. He got a lot of shit. Let me see. He got they're not showing a lot of his information, but dude got videos, bro. Dude got videos, and he only got 4,000 subscribers, and each one of his videos, like the max, like he got some videos with like 2,500 views and 400 views, but and these are videos from 4 years ago. So he's been putting in work for a minute, but see, whenever you telling the real truth, somehow you never get any fucking light. You understand? Like when you out here giving real fucking game, according to this, he's been doing videos for 8 years. He's been doing YouTube videos for 8 fucking years, and he only has 4,000 subscribers. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we tell y'all niggas, like, it's not about the dudes with all the fucking numbers. You understand? It's about the content and the substance of the information. But y'all find out soon enough when y'all niggas going not listening, going to have to go buy blue pills and shit just to fucking masturbate. Then, you know, not to fuck a bitch, mind you, but to masturbate or fuck your sex dolls. You'll understand. You will understand later on.
There you have it.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to comment on just the show itself. And a lot of people feel like, you know, you got to know it all. Manhood is, you got to know it all with no outside influences and things like that. Right. But sometimes you got to humble yourself with no ego and just learn. Mm-hmm. And I think that this is a prime example of 3 cats on the line here that said, hold on, keep speaking, OG. Keep speaking. Let me take some of your knowledge in. It don't matter if I agree or don't agree, or if I'm doing something already, but just let me take this knowledge in and let me help in some way you, but also me. And then can I make you a resource? You know, I don't know if y'all notice how Miles said, hey, let me get the information. Let's interact. Let's do something showing how to make a resource. Some of you guys don't know how to make a resource and understand that, hey, just because you're trying to be a man on your own, don't mean you can't humble yourself. Don't mean you can't say, hey, let me listen to you. Let me see these vibes. And so, you know, I just want to make sure everybody catch that. Like right on live, you know, we see Miles say, hey, let me make you into a resource. Let me. And so now all this knowledge he's going to get when he share it with you, are you going to listen? Or are we going to sit here and debate and then wonder, you know, is it, oh no. So, you know, my thing is like, even on live, showing you how you operate and how you move. So when this man Miles come and say, I learned this or did this, what's the recourse for that? Are you doubting it that this man moves a certain way? Right. So, you know, just
but
keep your eyes open.
Not only that, J. Roman, not only that, but this show is the 3 of us doing our thing. So this OG came in and took center stage, and we said, "Nigga, take it." And everybody asking a nigga question. Everybody going Google this shit, showing shit. Yeah. We like, this nigga got it. Fuck what we talking about right now. Hold on. Let's focus on what this nigga talking about. And that's real. When you dealing with real motherfuckers who got real knowledge, because I need you guys to understand. On one hand, myself, Jay Roman, and Miles, we can be teachers of the game, but we're also students of the game. Right. So when the nigga came in that had more knowledge about a certain thing, we became students right in front of y'all.
Facts, real shit. Because nigga, I got my notes. Wake up, drink water. Before you go to sleep, drink water. Get that moringa powder. Get that Haritaki tree shit. Get that
all number written down.
Right.
like
get that too.
The niggas ain't playing. Niggas like, hold on, OG. Hold on. This nigga making too much sense.
That's fact. You know, and another thing too is to be able to recognize real game when you hear it. You understand? Because a lot of dudes, they hear any one of these YouTube content creators be like, oh, well, you need a certain amount of money. You need a 6-pack. You need this. And it's like, oh, that makes sense. I'm going to fuck with that. But now when I hear a man say, get a clear bowl and put the fruits in because you want to be able to see the fruit through the clear bowl because the fruit symbolize wealth and not wealth and prosperity in money, but wealth and prosperity in health. I was like, see, this nigga's on some other shit. This nigga's on some other shit. You understand? So when you understand game, you always know to keep your cup, leave space in your cup for when you hear a real nigga say something, because too many of us are walking around with cups filled to the fucking brim. So when another nigga come with some real shit, you can't even recognize it. And if you did recognize it, you wouldn't have space to put it nowhere because you think that your cup is full to the top because you're listening to all this other shit. You see what I'm saying? So you
gotta have that mentality. I've always had the mentality I can learn from anybody, and I never forget. I was arguing with the fellas one day. And I was like, man, I can even learn from a bum. And it's like, you can't learn nothing from a bum. Well, maybe I can learn how not to be homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I can learn his missteps and not do his missteps.
Exactly.
So if you have that mentality, you can't learn from nobody. And your first notion when you listen to a show like this is to debate or debunk everything said on the show.
Right.
Then you already know your mentality is messed up because you ain't even learned to leave space to maybe learn something new.
Exactly.
So,
some real shit. Let me just say this to what Joe Blast is saying, one of the dopest calls in the history of the show. We were blessed to get his call.
Facts.
And that's some real shit, because any of you listening right now, if you actually are a person, because he told you what it was with the power thing, he flipped it. He didn't say money, power, and respect. He said power, money. He said, be that nigga first.
Exactly.
Be that dude. So he flipped it, and then he gave. See, everybody listened to, because when he first started talking, we was like, "What's this nigga talking about?" But then as he talked a little bit more, niggas was breaking out their pads and pens. Niggas was Googling shit. They like, this nigga is spitting. Like, so, and I want, and one of the things I want y'all to understand is he's not only is he old enough to be all y'all daddies, but he's old enough to be your granddaddy. And for some of you niggas, where your mother was having you at 15, he might be old enough to be your great granddaddy in some cases. But this nigga been around. We got too many of our black men dying who are in their 50s, and he 20 years, and he's still here giving game. Sub to his channel, or at the very minimum, go listen to his shit and see if he's saying some shit you can fuck with.
Exactly.
Because I know when he was here talking, I was all ears, nigga. I was listening.
And he answered the show. He answered the show title. Are you building a life for you or to get her? And the first thing was, you got to build it for you. It ain't about her. And then on top of that, he went to discuss things to make you healthy. He didn't discuss things to make her healthy. How to discuss things to make you healthy. So, even then, even though we dug into, writing down notes and stuff like that, anybody looking at this right now, he still was on point with the show. Did you get the point? It's about you. Making sure that you're all right. You are on point.
That was the part that was
first.
That was the part that was so dope, because when K Zaggin asked him, do you believe a woman should admire you? He said a woman should admire you, but the question is, how much do you admire yourself? I was like,
oh, he brought it back to the nigga.
This nigga here, like, you know what I'm saying? When he said that shit, I was like, yeah, it's a wrap. This is the OG right here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Oh man, yeah, we were definitely blessed to have that call. And I'm gonna put Zach, I'm about to put the stuff in the private chat. So if you want to put the link, if you want to, because you could write into the thing. If you want to put the link, just copy paste it into the chat real quick, so they all get it.
Let me copy.
Yeah.
Copy it. Let me throw it in. Oh shit, I copied it.
That's why I'm almost baffled.
My goofy ass and shit. Hold on. My goofy ass.
I'm almost baffled a little bit too. These 22
that
year-olds.
nigga had me going with his knowledge and shit. I'm like, I'm fucking with this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
The facts.
These 22-year-olds, these 21, these 23, 19, 18-year-olds has listened to the show, and then they call in and they have their perspective. And we 20 years, they're elders, they're olders, talking about the life experiences that we've had.
Right.
And instead of debating
y'all see that right there? Y'all see that? Y'all see that hating shit right there? Y'all see that? See, this is how you know motherfuckers ain't built to win.
Nah, they joking. They gotta
I hope
gotta
so.
be joking.
Oh,
LOL.
LOL. All right,
LOL.
LOL. Okay, all right.
They put the LOL. Anything that comes.
Heather, I'm gonna leave you alone. Heather.
Yeah. They put the LOL. It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good. All right. We good on calls, Miles?
Yeah, we good on calls. So now, we got a few minutes left, guys. If you want to call in 516-387-1224, or unless you want to take some questions.
We do. We got a question that the guy asked you directly though. He said, Miles Cunningham, what if you live in Tampa, Florida? And I think you were talking about living in Florida early on, but this was like when the show first began and shit.
Yeah. What was he talking about? I forgot the see, and I always tell guys when I do my discords, please ask a complete. If you're gonna put something in the chat, let it be a complete statement that could stand alone. If I have to scroll back or go back to the beginning of the show to find out what you're referring to, it's not a good look. So because we don't know what you were, because we can't necessarily remember what you were referring to, this question.
I seen this question earlier.
Yeah,
and it was around the time period you were talking about Miami itself. And how the city operates, how it's, everybody's flexing,
right?
And so then he asks this,
well,
Tampa, Florida question.
Well, even if that, it's still not a good question because I ain't spent too much time in Tampa, Florida, so I don't know how to make that comparison to whatever I was saying about Miami and all of that. So it's still it's
a goofy question unless you specifically said you lived in Tampa.
Yeah, exactly. I never.
The question don't make no sense.
Exactly.
So this is more of a statement, but the Snow Bunny, Renee Louisiana Red says, I think there's a certain thing a woman should be ready to do and not have to be trained. Mm-hmm. If she is not doing these things, I would say do. See, I do agree, and I think Jay Roman, you said that you talking about like she just come to the table just knowing how to conduct herself around a real nigga.
Exactly. Yeah, we get that leak Brimmer question.
Or she need to learn real fast.
Facts.
My bad. I paused myself. Are you doing a disservice to yourself if you are building a life for both yourself and to get women, or are you supposed to view women as a perk? Miles, I'm gonna let you tackle that.
All right, so yeah. Leak is a young dude, and he needs a whole lot of guidance, man, because I could tell by your questions that, the mindset is not there. So you ask, when I hear questions like this, all I hear is the fact that you don't trust yourself as a man. You understand? Because you're saying, why would you be doing yourself a disservice by building a life for yourself? And now you're saying, should you be building a life for both yourself and to get women? What did the OG say? The OG said, if you have the power, meaning if you have knowledge of self, then you use the power to get the money and the material things that you want, meaning that you design the type of life that you want to have for yourself. Meaning you go where you want to go, you drive what you want to drive, you look how you want to look, you live where you want to live, and you eat healthy and take care of yourself. Then when you qualify yourself on a certain level, the woman that is qualified to spend time with you, she will organically become a part of your life. You understand? Because when you go to these places that you want to go to, dressing how you dress, looking how you look, you will see women and you will talk to them. And then those will be the women that will find their way into your lifestyle organically based on your level of qualifications. So the only thing you need to focus on is to build the life for yourself. Just like the OG said, the whole thing, I swear, the OG ain't lying, bro. Everything the OG said is literally all you need to do. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, you are doing a disservice to yourself if you're factoring in getting women because you have to put 100% into building a life for yourself. You have to put 100% into that and then let everything else be icing on the cake. So yes, you are doing yourself as a disservice if you're trying to incorporate getting women into your lifestyle. You got to do everything for yourself first. And then women, he says view women as a perk. If you want to say it like that, yes, because again, the women are going to be icing on the cake, meaning that your life before the women, your life should be 100%. And then the woman could be 100 and 105, 110, depending on what she brings to your life. But definitely women are not the cake. Women are the icing, if anything.
And you're the cake.
You'll be better at picking at women and venting at women because you vented yourself. So you vented yourself because you improved yourself so much that your venting process for her will be on point. Because you would know exactly what you want and what you want around you.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. And if we want to stay with the cake analogy, you have to know how the cake tastes first to pick the best icing for the cake. You understand? Because they don't mix icing into the cake batter. No. What do? They make the cake and they bake the cake. And then they put the icing on. So the cake is like you can literally eat the cake by itself. You understand what I'm saying? But it's after the cake is made, then they put the icing on. So that's what I'm saying. Like a man has to be 100% him, build the life that he wants 100%. But we get to the next question.
All right, next question. All right, so the whole homie Matthew B says, should you be an open book on the first date? What are some good conversations to have? And how do you build that romantic connection? All right, let me get to this first.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas kill me. All right, let me say this. Okay, for all you men listening, okay, I'm gonna say something that a lot of you niggas know is true, but you don't admit is true. A lot of you guys who are watching right now or who consume content in this space, y'all don't want to be players or womanizers. Y'all want to find one chick you can kick it with. Right. And you can fall in love and live happily ever after on some notebook shit. Right. I know that's what you want. And it's cool that you want that. But how you go about doing the things you want to do says a lot about you and how the woman actually views you. So when he says, should you be an open book? My thing is, the problem with the average guy, y'all are so busy trying to qualify yourself to women and try to make you seem like you're a good catch. You say shit and you do shit to see, like, see, this is why you should fuck with me. No, if a woman really wants to fuck with you on a strength, it's going to be via sexual attraction first. So you don't have to convince a woman to be sexually attracted to you. Either she is or she won't. Okay. Now, how you come at her and how you present yourself in the conversation, that in some ways will go a long way in whether or not she's feeling you. I think the problem with what he is saying is, okay, what are some good conversations to have? Nigga, be you.
That's it.
Tell women, look, gentlemen, it ain't hard to tell. This is what I want guys to understand. The majority of the time that women make a decision to have sex with a guy is based on how you present yourself. It's not simply based on how you look. So if you present yourself like you're the type of guy, you have low self-esteem, no self-respect, you lack confidence, you're willing to allow her to take the lead and control shit, she don't have no incentive to want to fuck you. You're lame to her. Yeah, I got it, man.
Jay Roman,
these questions too irritate me a little bit because like you don't know what to do when you meet a woman or how to conversate with her. Open book. What do you mean by open book? You don't tell her your insecurities and stuff from the jump. Like what do you mean by should you be an open book on the first date?
Right.
Present yourself how you want to present yourself. Make sure it's genuine, and then go from there.
Exactly.
Like, if she say I don't like movies and you love movies, you need to be like, yo, I love movies. I love going to movies. I love going to movies on the first date. I had a girl tell me, a first date to the movies, that's not a good first date. Well, I like going to movies and I want to see this movie. So do you want to go with me or not? That's how open it is. Be who you are and then let the person figure out if they really like to be next to you. You'll save yourself a lot of troubles. Right. So, I don't I was broke growing up, broke. So, I didn't wear a lot of the Nikes and all the other stuff. So I had to lean into my my Pro Wings and Air Forces, not Air Forces, but my Pro Wings and my kicks. And, then I started buying what was it? Not Skechers, but K-Swiss.
Oh,
K-Swiss, right?
Hold on real quick.
Yeah.
I had kangaroos. I don't know if y'all remember kangaroos.
Right.
Where you had the little zipper.
yeah.
I had kangaroos, nigga.
What the fuck?
And then on top of that, part of my mom's discipline, if you ever did anything in the house, ever did anything wrong, she would take all your bedding, take all your clothes, and leave you blue jeans and a white t-shirt. and say, this is what you got to wear until I feel like you appreciate the stuff you got, or this is what you got to wear until you do what I asked you to do. So there's days I went to school for 2 weeks with the same blue jeans and white t-shirt that I had to learn how to wash and try to make it look fresh. So I just leaned into it, you know, and it helped build a personality that was not about materialistic things.
Right.
So when I started dating and I didn't have the car that was as fresh, or I didn't have, you know, I had the Ford Tempo with the little sound in it. You know, I was there next to the BMW sitting down at my trunk just like everybody else. Like, yo, this is what I got.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is what it is. This is open. This is how open I am. Do you want to have a good time? Do you want to laugh? Do you want to enjoy kicking it with me? Let's go. Some didn't, some do. So my thing is, you got to understand who you are.
Right. That's
and you ain't got to tell all your secrets though. You know.
No. But see, but a problem is
secrets and stuff.
Guys do that because they want to make the woman feel comfortable.
Yeah, they
so
want to
feel like I gotta be vulnerable on some bitch ass nigga shit.
No, you don't.
Start talking about shit.
No, you don't.
And let me just say this real quick, and I'm gonna pass it back to Miles. I know we probably got calls, maybe possibly. We good on calls?
Yeah, we good. We good.
Right, let me just say this. My father was in the Air Force, right? I remember living in England, and I think I was in the 9th grade, 14, 15, right around there. And there was a short sleeve shirt that Air Force people would wear. They would pin all their shit. And it wasn't that we was broke. It was that he spent his money on everything he wanted. And he didn't give a fuck about his boys. So I remember when I had my kangaroo shoes, my kangaroo high tops, the fucking bottom was flapping. The back of my foot was hanging out that bitch at 14 years old. Imagine that 14, because at 14, you start to fuck with bitches. So the back of my heel was hanging out them hoes. And I remember he had some light blue Air Force shirts, short sleeve, button up, that he would wear, that he stopped wearing because he couldn't fit. And I remember I would go, the little money I had, I would go to the store and I would buy navy blue dye to dye his shirts darker so I can wear them. So people couldn't say, you wearing your daddy's shirt, nigga.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, I went through that. You know what I'm saying? So when niggas talk about money, it's like, nigga, bro, I was able to get bitches on that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all niggas talking about money, is like, nigga, I did the most with the less, or the most with the least.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, I ain't feeling none of that shit. Right? So to what he's saying, should you be open on the first date with some good conversation to have and all that? He's trying to impress the woman. Okay, I'm not trying to impress the woman. I'm just being me. And if I'm being me, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna pass it to you. If I'm being me, I'm impressive to the right one.
Exactly. Just like the dude in the short set. He said, not everybody, you're not gonna connect with everybody, but you'll connect to the right ones.
The right one.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we get to the next one.
How do you know?
All right, my bad. So he says, how do you know that you're not standing on your squares? I mean, y'all niggas, bro. Y'all niggas ain't.
Y'all tight.
If you're asking this question, then you're not on your square, and you need to get with one of us for coaching. That's
there you go. There you go. I don't even want to speak on it any more than that. All right, so let's move on. So he says, if y'all are the Amazon delivery driver, would you holler at females you see while out on your route? Y'all niggas is lazy. Y'all niggas
that's
lazy.
A tricky thing, man.
Yo, you know how much pussy UPS niggas get?
Yeah.
What the fuck is
UPS niggas they make decent money.
Yo, let me tell you something. I saw TikTok the other day of a nigga getting fucking bitches in the back of the truck, in the back of the Amazon truck. You know what I'm saying? If you see a chick that you like, holler at her, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Bro,
I'm gonna say at work, it's always tricky. If that's your job and that's where you make money, have some sort of reserve about yourself, because
of course
you don't want nobody saying you harassing them or something like that. But you know the deal. If you come through and get that smile, the conversation starts to go and it develops from there, then that's that. But I want people at work, keep your job instead of getting that honey. She ain't that important.
Exactly. At the end of the day, it's about your bread. And let me just say this, because I live in a subdivision where these houses are pretty pricey, but there's a lot of single women here. A lot of single women who live in these expensive ass houses, And in most cases, is they're getting child support or spousal assistance that's helping them because these bitches home every goddamn day. And I'm like, what the fuck do you do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
You got a kid or two, but you home
off.
every goddamn day. You don't never leave the house.
I collect checks.
So the point I want to make is with the delivery drivers, when you look good to a chick and she ain't used to seeing a man, a lot of these chicks, they don't go out like that. But when you show up and you look good in your little uniform, they ain't used to seeing the man, and you speaking all raspy, and you holding that 50-pound package, yo, man, here's your package. She like, what else can Brown do, nigga? What else can Brown do for me? You know what I'm saying? So there are, and I've seen it. I've seen it personally where dudes who are, like you said, UPS drivers, Miles, or Amazon drivers, they are running through these single bitches in this subdivision neighborhood where houses is $200,000, $300,000 a house. These chicks are single, and these delivery drivers are fucking these chicks. This is why, and again, I'm not trying to clown Miles or Fresh. This is why when they was talking about the money, or you got to make $500,000, $300,000, all that, is you got delivery drivers making about 60, 70, which is not bad.
Right.
Okay, depending on where you live at. Right. I live in Texas, where literally a 5-bedroom house, 3.5-bedroom house for 3,300 square feet, you can get for barely 200-something thousand. You can get a mini mansion in this bitch, right? So the cost of living here in San Antonio, I'm not talking about Texas, because if you're talking about Austin, Houston, and Dallas, it's different. But in San Antonio, you can get a mini mansion for barely $200,000. You can live, you know what I'm saying? A nigga making $50,000 can accomplish that. So you're not average, right? But my point is this: is a lot of guys don't understand if you do your money right and you do yourself right and you treat yourself like you matter, the women that's supposed to fuck with you will appear.
Exactly. That's all it is. That's all it is. So if you're an Amazon delivery driver, make sure you're the flyest Amazon delivery driver out there. Make sure whatever you can wear to set you apart from every other Amazon delivery driver, wear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you have to wear the Amazon shirt, but you get to wear the pants you want, wear some fly pants, wear some fly shoes or some sneakers or something like that. Make sure you smell good. Make sure you groomed up. And then when you say hello, then you hitting different than the next man. You feel me? So just set yourself apart, treat yourself good. Yeah, man. I mean, look, we on OT, so whenever y'all want to rap it, we can rap it.
All right, so we got this last question. We're about to bounce because we do got lives, and we do actually got women that like us and shit. But anyway, how do you know that you now stand on your squares?
Yeah, we already got that one, right?
Yeah, we got that one.
Did we get that one?
Yeah, we got that one.
Yeah. All right, fuck it, we out there. All right.
Yeah, we good, man. We good. Yeah, man. So, guys, listen. Make sure y'all get with us tomorrow for the Real Game No Therapy show, 12 noon Eastern time. We're gonna have 1950, Steve the Dean, possibly Taekwondo, Mr. Lucario, K Zaggin, and myself. And yeah, man. Make sure y'all go to badboymembership.com. Because we got the holiday sale up right now. If y'all go to badboymembership.com, right, and definitely go to masculine identity.
That was too early. Was that too early?
Yeah, it was a little too early. But go to badboymembership.com because we got the holiday sale where you get like damn near 15 to 20 extra products if you join the Bad Boy membership right now. So go to badboymembership.com. All you got to do is join and you get so many products, right? And then remember the price is going up. And also, here we go, Zach. Also, make sure you go to masculineidentitymembership.com, masculineidentitymembership.com, where you get, 45 to 60 minute videos on how to understand yourself as a man, to understand your value. I mean, it goes well with the topic of the show as far as building a life for yourself. Building a life for yourself has everything to do with your identity and what you mean to you. You know what I'm saying? And Zach, if you could get that Conti Athletics question off of there.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it right there.
There you go. Appreciate
God damn it. Hold on. I'm fucking up again.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nah, you fine. You good. So yeah, man, go to masculineidentitymembership.com. Make sure y'all at least go over there, check it out, read up on it, see what it's about. If it's for you, then subscribe. If not, you don't have to. And remember, for the Bad Boy membership and the Masculine Identity membership, the price is going up in February. So y'all got limited time. You understand what I'm saying? So make sure y'all go check those out. And Zag, I appreciate you. And Jay Roman, I appreciate you for being here and making the show what it is, man. We appreciate it.
All right, there we go. All right, we're on the way out. Hey, please hit the like button. coming out, and you have these brothers individual Cash App, Zelle apps, or whatever it is they're using, PayPal joints, go ahead and support these brothers because hey, we could be doing anything else, but we fucking with y'all.
Facts.
On the real tip. And shout out to that OG that called in earlier.
Yeah, the OG
we
made a moment here, and I really appreciate that.
Tarhaka El Bay. Tarhaka El Bay. Shout out to him. Yep.
This is the Simp Recovery Series, episode 2.
Before we go.
Yeah, wait. This nigga J Roman.
I know, man. I know. Are you building a life for you or to get her? Simple question. You should be building it for you. If y'all didn't get that answer, I just simply said it. You should build it for you.
Facts.
And I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna say this. When you build shit, the byproduct of you being a attractive man overall is you will attract women.
Facts.
You will attract women overall, but you shouldn't be doing shit strictly to attract women because all you're gonna do is hate women in the end because you can't get them.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
So appreciate y'all.
Yeah.